I wanted to make a fun and easy to play couch co-op game that you could play with your friends with this cute little dinosaur thing, but I like have this other project, so I didn't really know how I would do that because I don't want to drop that. So then I thought about like, hey, what if I make a game jam? So that's what I did. I made this game in 48 hours, and this is the story of how I made the game. It all started with this school project that me and my friend Lucas did in school, where we had to use Arduinos to make some sort of interactive system, and we ended up making a game that we called Dino Dash, where you control your character by tilting this fabulous looking square controller, and you would jump by shaking. It's pretty much the same game, but I wanted to redo the whole thing and make it more feature complete and in GameMaker, because I really enjoy working in GameMaker a lot more than I did working in processing. So that's the backstory behind the game. And then I started with the actual game jam. It started out crazy good with Pablo dropping a bunch of bits for a small guy like me. Made me super happy, and we were off for a good start. Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, so beautiful. And then I started making a checkerboard pattern. Now we got the shadows. And as I said in the stream, added some shadows. Very nice. But then I ran into some issues, as you always do when you have a jam. The H speed is not defined. Oh, is it? Is it not parented? Oh yeah. There was a lot of quick progress in the beginning, as usual with the jam, and it made me super motivated to keep going. Yep, that worked. We quickly got one character in and then another one. So that's play 2. It was really fun to see these cute little dinos run around. This is play 1. And then interact with each other. Boing, boing. Adding a little squish to that jump made it so satisfying to jump. That's a bit too low. But it's super cute. Oh my god. Now it showed one dino. And then we had some more issues. One of the dinos is gone. But I eventually figured it out, as you do. And then I started adding some deaths into the game. That's a death, alright. But you can't just do code for 48 hours straight, so then I went into some art and I introduced my viewers to the cast of the game. Here's red, blue, grr, der, per, t, brr, oh wow. As you can see, I went a little bit crazy there, so I took a lunch break after that. And then I went straight into programming again. The title of the game is Dino Dashers, but the first version of the game didn't actually have a dash move in the game, so I went ahead and started working on that one. What's up with that? Now we can do this. Oh my god, did you just subscribe, Alex? What an absolute legend. Thank you so much for that. And then Mr. Alex Hicks decided to subscribe. He's another indie dev who's working on some cool stuff. You can check out his Twitter. I'll pop up a little annotation there for you. He's a cool guy, go check him out. And then I ended the day by doing some UI mockups. I wanted 4 of these high-res dino portraits to fit onto the screen, and it was a bit of a hassle to try and get that to work with the resolution that I've decided the game to be in, but eventually I got it all to work. Also gonna add some foliage to it. That never happened. And that marks the end of the first day of the game jam. I started the second day by trying to improve the dash move from earlier, but I still had a few issues to iron out. No, this day felt really long. I ended up clocking in over 12 hours of streaming, and it just felt like my progression just halted. I feel like I did a lot more the previous day than I ended up doing this day. But that's how it goes. It's always fast in the beginning and then it slows down as you progress. Let's try the bonk. And then I added in the stun state as a punishment for doing bad dashes. There should be some sort of risk when doing dashes, and I decided to do a stun state like here. And I decided to add some agency in the recovery by allowing the player to repeatedly tap Y to quicken the recovery. And if you happen to hit a player instead of a wall, the other player gets stunned instead of you. I then started implementing the UI. And you can clearly see how much I enjoyed that. And then I added in a respawn system. I recolored the dinos to their proper colors. Finally got that UI shit sorted. And then I stumbled upon something new, and I think I summed it up pretty well. That's a problem I have. And then I decided to make a custom font specifically for the UI score. It's not like I only have 48 hours, you know. And finally, almost 7 hours into the second day, I said these wonderful words. We should be able to play the game now. 6 hours later, and I had added coins, score, and a way to finish the game. And then on the third day, I kept working on the lobby UI, trying to refine everything and make it a complete package before the deadline. I didn't have any time to add a main menu, so I just decided that the lobby would be the main menu. And making the color selection work was just, it was not fun. So now that's occupied. The last hours were spent polishing up the game, ironing out some bugs, and setting up the itch page. It was a really fun project, and other than that the game crashes if you try to play 2 games in a row without restarting the game, I think it was a pretty successful game for only working on it for 48 hours. I tried it out with my girlfriend, she won, it was really fun, and I'm really happy with how cute the dinos turned out. And that marked the end of the 3rd day. I was super tired, and after this I took a long break. But before we end the video, let's check out the final product. So you can connect up to 4 different controllers for up to 4 players, and then if you press A you'll join, and here you can select your colors. The only player that bounces is player 1, even though you change the color on player 2. That was a miss on me. And then when everyone's ready, a 2-minute countdown starts, and then it's up to you to collect as many coins as you can during this 2-minute timer. And if you stomp on enemies, they lose some points as well, so you can kind of battle it out that way. You can either win by collecting coins or killing your enemies. And then when the timer reaches 0, you get an end screen that shows the results. And as you can see here, my girlfriend is in the lead. And as I said before, she won. And then you get prompted back into the lobby. But don't restart the game, because that'll crash it. It's some bug I didn't iron out before the release. Yeah, we restarted the game in the recording. That's how I found the bug. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're interested in trying out the game for yourself, you can find that on my itch page, link in the description. If you're interested in what I do and my game Candlehead, you can check out my devlog series or checking me out on Twitter where I post stuff regularly. But other than that, thank you so much for watching and goodbye.